In today's video, we're going to talk about the gold to silver ratio according to the spot price, the gold to silver ratio according to the spot price plus premiums, and whether or not I think right now is a good time to be trading one metal for the other. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and staying safe. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about the gold to silver ratio gap closing and whether or not I think trading some silver for some gold at this specific point in time is a good idea. But really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there, go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to get some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel, I would really appreciate it. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance, it's more than appreciated. But today, I wanted to talk about the spot price of both silver and gold. I wanted to talk about the gold to silver ratio, what we've seen take place over the last, 6 months or so. And I have a couple of notes jotted down. Sometimes I like to play around with the numbers just to really see what's going on. I'm not really too big into math. I'm not too smart of a guy. But if I can figure this out, I think it could make a lot of sense to you as well. So the spot price of silver, as I'm recording the video, is $27.19. Who knows what it's going to be by the time I edit, by the time I post, or by the time you watch the video, but as I'm recording it, $27.19. Now, as for the spot price of gold, we're looking at $1,834.90. Again, who knows what it's going to be by the time I edit, post, or by the time you watch, but that's what the spot price is currently as I'm filming. Now, with those two numbers, with those two spot prices, that would mean the gold to silver ratio right now is 1:67. Do I think trading silver for gold when the ratio is in the 1:60s is a good idea? No, I do not. In fact, I've been saying for a while now that I would say that 1 to somewhere in the 50s would be kind of enticing. 1 to 40s, I would say, yeah, now we're talking. I don't know if we're ever going to see 1 to 30s, but who knows. But the reason I wanted to talk about this today is because due to the premiums on silver, the gold to silver ratio isn't really 1:67. It's only 1:67 according to the spot price. But spot price alone is only half of the equation. You got to factor in the premiums. So if you wanted to get a 1 ounce gold American Eagle, simple coin, beautiful coin, troy ounce of gold, if you wanted to get one of those right now, spot price plus the premium, you're probably looking at about $2,000. I saw on a lot of websites they were going for about $2,020. I know a lot of coin shops have them for 1950s or 1960s, so I just kept it at a nice round solid number, $2,000 to get 1 troy ounce of gold. Now, how many dollars would it take to get 1 troy ounce of silver? Well, obviously it depends on what type of silver you're looking at, but since we're talking about the gold eagle, let's talk about the silver eagle. If you wanted to order one online, a lot of these websites are offering them for $42, $43, even though spot price is only about $27. That's a crazy premium for silver eagles right now, and I've made countless videos over the last 11 months, including one that I posted just a couple of days ago talking about the silver eagle and why the premiums are so astronomically high. If you want to understand, go watch that video. I don't want to reiterate. But what is the gold to silver ratio when you factor in the premiums? Well, if you were to take the $2,000 price tag attached to the gold eagle and divide it by the $43 price tag attached to the silver eagle, you would get about 46.5, aka, let's just round it up, 47. So instead of having to trade 67 ounces of silver for just 1 ounce of gold, if you're working with a person, a coin shop, or someone that is able to and willing to factor in the premiums, it would only take about 47 silver eagles right now. Again, the $43 silver eagles, that's just what a lot of these websites are going for. Coin shops, are probably not charging $43 for a Silver Eagle. I know a lot of them are charging maybe $35 to $40, anywhere in that range. These online precious metal dealing websites, those are the ones who really cranked up the premiums. But again, I just wanted to write down a couple of numbers. I wanted to take some notes, and I just wanted to play with the numbers. So like I said just a minute ago, if the gold to silver ratio gap were to go to the 1 to 50s, it'd be pretty enticing. 1 to 40s, I would say now we're talking. So technically, with the premiums included, if you're working with Silver Eagles and if you're working with a person or a coin shop that is able to and willing to factor in the premiums, the gold to silver ratio technically is in the 1 to 40s because the premiums on those Silver Eagles are just so astronomically high. But I do not think that right now is the best time to be converting silver to gold. And what's funny is just a couple months back, I think it was just over the summer maybe, I remember when the gold to silver ratio was 1 to 100. The ratio gap was spread so far apart. And I remember because I made a whole video. I had a 10-ounce silver bar in one hand and a 1/10 of an ounce of gold in the other hand. And in the video, I remember saying, according to the spot price, from the fiat dollar bill perspective, these two pieces of metal are worth the same amount. A 10-ounce silver bar, big piece of silver about the size of a smartphone, and a little fractional gold coin about the size of a fingernail. Same price tag, give or take, roughly, approximately. But still, if the gold to silver ratio gap is 1 to 100, that's just what it is. But the gold to silver ratio gap has closed in quite a bit over the last couple of months, especially over the last couple of months. The last 4, 5, 6, 7 months, we've seen silver climb up quite a bit from a spot price perspective and from a premium perspective. So if you're working with 90% silver, or if you're working with generic silver rounds and bars, or lower premium silver coins such as the Philharmonic, the Maple Leaf, etc., I do not think right now is a very good time to be trading any silver for gold. I don't think trading any amount of silver for any amount of gold at the moment is a very good idea. However, if you're working with higher premium silver coins, and I really hate referring to the Silver Eagle as a higher premium coin because that never used to be the case, but as of the last 11 months, it is what it is. If you're working with Silver Eagles and the person you're doing business with is factoring in the premiums, maybe not all the way up to $43 because that's a little bit absurd. I think anybody can agree with that. But if they bring it up to, I don't know, maybe $36, $37, I'm pretty sure at the moment most people would be pretty content with a $36, $37 price tag on a Silver Eagle. It's only a couple dollars less than what it's currently going for online. But even though that is technically still a much higher premium than a lot of people are used to, I think many of us would probably say that that's pretty fair. Unfortunately, at the moment, that is a pretty fair price tag. But if someone is willing to trade a slightly larger amount of gold for your slightly smaller amount of silver, I don't think that's an issue at all. That might be a pretty solid opportunity. Again, I don't think it's the greatest time to do it, but if you can factor in the premiums and trade less silver for more gold, I see no issue with that. And what's funny, a couple months back, when we were talking about the gold-silver ratio being about 1 to 100, I remember getting comments on my videos from people saying that they're trading gold for silver. A smaller amount of gold for a larger amount of silver. That's just the way the ratio works sometimes. Now, that's not something that I could ever see myself doing. That's a little bit too back and forth for me. I understand why people did it. I respect their decision. I don't think it's a bad idea at all. It's just a little bit too much for me to have to do. I haven't even traded any of my silver for any gold yet. But that's the only conversion that I could ever really see myself doing when it comes to precious metal to precious metal. Of course, I convert my dollar bills to silver for the most part, and I convert my dollar bills to gold from time to time just for diversification purposes. But ideally, I don't really want to get too much gold with my dollar bills. I would much rather get gold with my silver. Only when the gold to silver ratio gap makes sense to me. Now, the gold to silver ratio gap right now being 1 to about 67, that might make perfect sense for you. It's all personal preference. There's really no right and wrong answer. There's no good time or bad time to do it. Just in my opinion and from my perspective, not a financial advisor, nothing on this channel is financial advice. Do your own research, form your own opinions, make your own decisions based off of your conclusions, not mine. But my conclusion, after plugging in the numbers and looking at the silver to gold ratio currently right now being about 1 to 67, I don't think it's a great time to do it. If you can factor in the premiums to get more gold for less silver, I see no harm. I don't think it's a half bad idea. I still personally wouldn't do it, but I wouldn't say it's a bad idea at all. But trading generic silver or 90% silver for gold right now, with 1 to 67 being the current ratio, I personally don't think that's a good idea at all. I would say hold off if that's what you choose to do, if that's a decision that you want to make. That's what I'm doing. I'm holding off. I'll continue stacking as much silver as I can, any way that I can, if I can get it for a low premium. But I think right now I'm going to focus a little bit more on gold. I think I'm just going to convert my dollars into gold, even though I just said that's not something that I really want to do. I think gold at the moment makes a little bit more sense, at least from a premium perspective, because let's face it, if you have $2,000, you could very easily convert that into one gold eagle right now. Or if you want to put that same amount of dollars into silver eagles online, it's going to run you $43 a pop, in which case you'd only be able to get 46 or 47 silver eagles. That is absurd in my opinion, and I am unwilling to do that when the spot price is only $27 and change. But again, to each their own. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, what are your thoughts on the gold silver ratio gap right now? According to the spot price, it's about 1 to 67. According to the spot price plus premiums, it's actually closer to 1 to 46 or 1 to 47. In fact, we could actually probably meet in the middle, because the only silver I was really talking about was the silver eagle. If we were going to talk about silver in general, when the spot price is $27 and the premiums bring it up to maybe $35, $36, that would bring the ratio to about 1 to 55. But even 1 to 55 could be an opportunity if we're talking about the 90% silver or the generic silver rounds or bars, or the slightly lower premium silver coins such as the Britannia or the Maple Leaf or the Kangaroo or the Philharmonic or any coins like that. 1 to 55. Is that a ratio that makes sense to you? Would you convert your silver to gold at 1 to 55? Or would you convert your silver to gold right now at 1 to 67? Does that make sense to you? Or with silver eagles, if you can find someone out there who has a 1 troy ounce gold eagle and they were willing to trade it to you in exchange for about 46 or 47 silver eagles, would you do that right now? I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, what would you do if somebody offered you 1 gold eagle in exchange for your 46 or 47 silver eagles? That's factoring in the astronomically high premiums. That's taking a $27 piece of silver marked up all the way to $43 an ounce. Very hypothetical question, but I want to know, what would you do? And I also want to know, have you ever traded any silver for gold in the past? And while we're at it, have you ever traded any gold for silver in the past? I remember just a couple months ago, people were telling me left and right that they were trading their gold to get a bunch of silver and then hoping for the gold to silver ratio gap to close back in so they can trade more silver that they got for less gold. Now they could trade less silver for more gold. And I know it might sound a little bit unproductive going from gold to silver and then back to gold, but if everything went according to plan, the person who made that back and forth conversion probably ended up with more gold than they originally started with. So I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, what would the gold-silver ratio gap have to be for you to convert your silver to gold? And by the way, it's very important to network. It's very important to have these conversations with the people who work at or the people who own your local coin shop. Support your local coin shop and just ask these hypothetical questions. They say, hey, if I wanted to trade some of my silver for a little bit of gold, what would the ratio be, or how would that work, or would you be willing to factor in the premiums? These are the questions that you should be asking, because these are the people that you're probably going to be making these transactions or conversions with, rather than spontaneously getting the idea to trade one metal for the other. Ask them ahead of time. That way you get a little bit better of an understanding. And shop around, ask around, call a couple different coin shops and just ask, hypothetically, if I want to do this, how would we do it? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic and converting one precious metal to the other precious metal. And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller, easier to manage. I'm also doing giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shoutouts, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to hit that subscribe button like a Karen hits a bus window. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to hit 2,000 subscribers. We just hit 1,700, and I appreciate that. Got a brand new video dropping tonight, so keep your eyes peeled. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products. T-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which, by the way, is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations at no additional cost to you. It comes out of my pocket, not yours. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, once again, what would the gold to silver ratio gap need to be for you to convert some of your silver for a little bit of gold? Maybe that's the plan, maybe that's the strategy, maybe that's something that you've already done in the past and you're looking forward to do it again in the future. I say it all the time. That's one of my plans, and I would absolutely not ever trade all of my silver for gold. I would not do that. I would not trade most of my silver. I wouldn't even trade half of my silver. I would just trade a small portion of my silver for a little bit of gold. And it doesn't even have to be a full troy ounce of gold. Could be a half-ounce gold coin. Doesn't matter. Gold is gold and silver is silver. And I also want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know your thoughts on those who converted gold to silver when the ratio was about 1 to 100. Is that something that you did? Is that something that you refused to do? Is that something that you personally wouldn't do, but you can understand why people did it? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.